It's my turn now. You ready? I realize I've been drinking and smoking weed since college, and now I'm, if you can believe it, that was 20 years ago. So my boyfriend's 24. It put things in perspective. So I decided to stop drinking and smoking for a minute, and I thought I'd be more productive. It's a shame. That was just me the whole time. Okay. So I have a trilogy, 3-part story. Try to get through it quick. All the times I probably should have, signs were there. Maybe don't do those things all the time, everywhere. I'll take you back to 2007, New York City. I freshly graduated college from NYU. And I started so positive and bright-eyed, kid from Dayton, Ohio, and then it turns out a lot of kids go there from rich prep schools. They arrive professional cokeheads. You just gotta assimilate. So anyway, I was with my friend Patch, and Patch is one of these guys that he didn't have to come out. Everybody knew it, from Timing Score. We decided we were going to go to the art museum, have a nice day in Central Park, support some art, smoke a little blunt on the way. No big deal. Nothing crazy for us. This is like easy afternoon, easy afternoon. We're getting dressed. I'm in my basic hippie outfit, big old jeans, hemp droopy purse, Bob Dylan shirt. He's in skinny jeans, bright pink. He's like, I want to stand out today. Let's wear our outfits and stand out. Okay. So we're in Central Park, we're smoking a blunt, and I keep noticing these guys in golf outfits keep looking at me. I was like, ew, you're not even cute, stop. Okay. And they wait until I'm about 3/4 through this blunt, and then they pull out their badges. Damn it. Yeah. And I don't even, but they wait till I'm just stoned enough to be like, whoa, what's happening? Wait a minute, here's my bag. What do you need? Anything you need. I don't know my rights. Here you go. They handcuffed us, pushed us into the copmobile. Everybody, Central Park, all the tourists wow, we're getting to see something. I'm like, hey, remember when you said you wanted to stand out today in those pink pants? Isn't it funny? And he's like, it's not funny. It's not funny. So then we go to jail. There's one cell in the Central Park jail, supposedly, and because he's a man and I'm a woman, they won't put us together. So he's inside the cell pacing. I'm outside the cell handcuffed to the bars like this. I know. Cruel and unusual, Amendment 8. What the fuck? They took my belt away, so my pants keep falling down. And then they're like, oh yeah, you need to take your shoelaces out too. And I got one hand, so I'm trying to take my shoelaces out of my high tops. I finally do it. I'm like, here you go. And they're like, don't hang yourself. But they never took them from me. They put my purse just out of reach, so I could hear my phone ringing and nothing to do. Patch is inside like, I'll tell you every drug dealer I know. I'm like, shut up, we need them. Stop. But we got out, at the end of the day. They just fucked with us all day. They came back with our weed. They're like, hey, we tested it. It's great. I know. I had to get in an unmarked van to get that in New York, 2007. And I got in the wrong one first. It was a whole ordeal. That's scary. Getting into a van. I just need an eighth. Oh, you're not the guy. Oh, God. So that was 2007. We made it out. We went to court. We dressed like Jackie O and John Kennedy and said we were sorry. We got away with it. 7 years later, I'm freshly married, living in Los Angeles. Patch is freshly out of rehab, living in Palm Springs. He's living in a halfway house. I'm living in an all-the-way house. And he invited me out to Joshua Tree for a yoga festival because he's clean now and getting into yoga. And I'm like, I do yoga, let's go. And I get out there and we get into mantras and like drug addicts. Like, what's this? Hare Krishna? Let's get into it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Just getting high on the mantra. Third eye. But it's, I still want to take a hit. And it's a sober festival, but I'm in the porta potty. Like, let me just hit my one hitter real quick. Blow it in that stinky hole, nobody will notice. And and I think he could tell, because he said, maybe try it someday, see what you're like without all that. And I was a little defensive, like, you're the one, Mr. Rehab. All right, that's fine. Thank you. That's fine. So that was 2014. Okay, this is getting how old I am. Okay, so 2021, 7 years later, mid-COVID, Patch and I are like best COVID friends. We talk on the phone every weekend. I'm freshly divorced. And, 7-year itch, that's what happens, that's exactly right. He freshly has moved to Austin. And then he actually, without planning, moved somewhere else where, over the Rainbow Bridge where you don't need to drive. I didn't have a car, and he suddenly didn't need his car because he was gay. How do I say this? And then he transitioned. He died. But anyway, so I needed a car. I was carless after my divorce. I went to get his car. I named it Patch. Me and this car are like so attached. And I was driving around LA, finally free, and driving and going to these open mics. And I was at a place, let's say the Laugh Factory. I was at the Laugh Factory open mic. And it was I just started a new job. I was feeling good. I had a drink. Bartender, took kindly to me, poured a tall one. I wasn't getting up. I was like, let's have one more. I'm the last person they call. I do what I think is crushing at my best Israel-Palestine bit, which everybody wants to hear. I get off stage. Bartender's like, here's one for the road. And I love free things, so I took another one. And then I ran into somebody I hadn't seen like 15 years, and she was like, are you okay to drive? And I was like, I don't even know you anymore. I gotta get home and feed my dog. So I'm driving along, and then out of nowhere, a parked car hit me. Don't you hate when that happens? I was just like, ew, excuse you. Airbag in my face. I'm in Beverly Hills. It's a terrible place to get in trouble, and the cops come, and I'm going like dun 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 dun. Eddie Murphy? Okay. And I was on such a rush from this drug, my favorite drug, you laughing at me. And I was like, I'm going to make these cops laugh because they're so serious right now. I just, give me my water, give me my apple, I got to go home, feed my dog, no big deal, I don't even know what's happening. And eventually I did. I made them laugh. I don't know if it was like my physical comedy, doing like one of these things, or this whole action. But I made them laugh. And I was like, I need a copy of your body cam for my reel. And then they're like, ha ha ha. And then they handcuffed me, and I was in jail again. And I was so upset about it. I was like, wait a minute, I made you laugh. I thought we were, no, that wasn't. That's not good. They're not very nice there when you get to jail. It's crazy. They're not so nice. Took away my shirts. Had like a little tank top. Took away my bra. I'm just like cold. I know. I wanted an ice pack for my chest. So like we don't have those. So I had to wait 15 hours for me to get fed a bologna sandwich and put that on my chest. The whole time I was just worried about my poor dog. He survived a little bit. Yeah. So it was too bad. And I got out. I realized the car Patch was totaled. I know. So he died twice. And I went to the compound to see in the rubble what I could rescue. And there was one CD in there. And it was a CD I'm not even into, but I took it, for nostalgia. And as I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, this is a song my dad's gonna sing to me when I tell him about what just happened. And And this is that song. And thank you all for coming along the ride. I recognize it's a privileged story, you know. Could be worse. Could be worse. Patrick, he lived in Minneapolis right before. We just went to the George Floyd Square. It was horrible. Sorry. Okay, yeah, let's do the song. Sorry.
Trouble with my best friend. Oh baby, oops, I think I fucked up, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. 'Cause to lose all my senses, that's just so typically bad. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. With the law, got lost in the game. Oh baby, baby, oops, cops take me. They fucked up and I don't want them to tell my dad that I'm not so innocent. Problem is this. I wrote lyrics for this and I forgot the real ones and the ones I wrote. Oops, to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh baby, baby, oops, I did it again. I got arrested. The cops hate me, but it could be worse. And oops, they hate hippies and queers, but I just think I'm lucky and I checked my privilege because it would have been worse if I was black. I'm sorry. Yeah. I know. Ooh, yeah. I love you. Thank you. You know, when I started this as an open mic 2 years ago, I was worried it could turn into an AA meeting, but that's the best way we can do that. So thank you for being here for it. My soul is cleansed. My ego is dead. Thank you.